And we're starting up standing. Feet wide, toes slightly out, and we'll do a few deep breaths. With an inhale, lift your arms, and with an exhale, bring your arms down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Same, but with a bend in the knees as your arms come down. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Arms out wide to the side, and then relax the shoulders. Reach over through your right arm without moving the hips, and come back to center. Reach over through your left arm without moving the hips, and center. Do that again, but turn your palm out up as you reach over, and center. Turn the palm up as you reach over, and center. One more. So hips stay where they are. You're kind of sliding your rib cage along on its own. When you reach out this time with your palm up, take your body's balance into that same side leg. Bring your other hand onto your tummy and firm your belly as your tailbone tucks slightly. With the leg that's almost off the floor, flex your foot, point your foot. Flex, point, flex, point. 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Keep the foot flexed, so toes forwards, and just push the leg out and in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Foot down, and then back into both legs. Extend your other arm out, reach across, take your body weight over into that leg, hand on your tummy and firm your belly up and in behind your hand. Flex, point, flex, point, flex, point. We're staying strong in the core. 2 more. 2, 1. Stay flexed, and then we push up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Foot back down, land down in both legs and bring both arms out. Heel toe your feet in, and then take your arms in front and sit your hips back. Then arms down by your side and push back. Inhale, sit back so your knees are following the forward angle of your toes. Exhale, pull back. Inhale, sit back. As your arms go back, you're pushing back through the air like you are cutting the air with your hands rather than swinging your arms. When you go back into your squat this time, stay there. As your right arm comes down by your side, turn your chest to the right. Chest forwards, arm forwards. Left arm by your side, turn your chest to the left. And then forwards. Keep your knees as steady as you can. So when you turn, the feet and the legs don't move. How far down you go with your legs is dependent upon how comfortable it is in your balance and in your knee joints. See if you can take the weight of your hips back a bit more into the heels of your feet. Your knees will feel happy with that as well. 1 more turn each way. And turn and center. And as you push up to standing, arms down by your side and then back out to the side. Bend your arms 90 degrees. Turn your right arm down and look to your left arm. And then turn up and round the other way, so looking to the upward pointing arm. And again, turn and look. And turn and look. And try not to let the upper arm bone move anywhere. So just the forearm turns up and down. Okay, and then this time, right forearm pointing up, left forearm pointing down. Take the downward facing arm behind your back. Take the upward facing arm around to the opposite ear and draw your head across into a neck stretch. And at the same time, can you feel the front wall of your abdomen pressing toward the forearm? So we get this narrowing, like a sandwiching in around the core midline. Back into your cactus arms and switch 1 up, 1 down. The other forearm behind your back, the other hand across to the ear, and draw your head over. Try and keep the shoulder down. Pressing front wall of your torso toward back wall of the torso, so you'll feel some pressure against the forearm. Arms back into the cactus shape. Now point both arms down. Take them behind you and interlace your fingers Then try straightening your arms as far away from your back as you can. Your shoulders roll back. Go down again into a squat so your hips reach back. And then bend forwards over your squat legs so the arms can come up and over. Now let your head fall. The legs can straighten out a bit more if you want. As your hands come towards your bottom, let the arms slide down your legs and then hold on to opposite elbows. Knees might straighten out a little bit more. As you hold your elbows, let them go heavy into your hands. Relax your belly so that the sides of your waist can release longer and your ribcage can fall further over your legs. Then hands down to the floor and come to kneeling. Hands and knees. Cat-cow your spine, inhaling as you lift your gaze, lift the tailbone. Exhale as you round the spine, looking under. Inhale as you lift your gaze, tailbone up. Exhale, push the ground down to round your back. One more. Push the ground down, round your back, exhale all the way out, and then stay there, keep breathing, but walk your hands in towards your knees so the back of your wrists get closer or maybe even touch your knees. Keep rounding your spine up, tucking your bottom under, letting your head fall, rounding up as if you've got a puppet string pulling up the middle of your back. Walk your hands up your thighs until you're in a kneeling position. If your knees aren't comfortable, pop a cushion underneath. Arms forwards, lean back. Push your arms back, palms pressing back. Inhale, lean back. Exhale, arms pressing back, palms pressing back. 3. Press back. 2, we're trying to stay straight in the line of the hips. Only go back as far as is comfortable. Last one. Okay, and then stay with your right arm pressing back, palm pressing back, and land down on the left hand. Square your shoulders, square your hips. Straighten your left leg with the toes on the floor to begin with, and get the leg very straight. So you're kind of pushing into the ball of the foot to straighten the leg more, and then hug your belly in and let the left hip lift a little so it feels level with your right hip. Now your leg lifts. Keep hugging the belly in and pulse your arm and leg up and down for 10, 9, arm and leg, 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep feeling the front wall of your torso pressing toward the back wall of your torso. When we've done 10, hand and knee down to the floor. 1 round of cat-cow. Inhale, lift your gaze, lift your bottom. Exhale, round your spine. Keep it rounded. Walk your hands towards your knees. And then get into that nice rounded position, like you're balancing on a plank on the floor rather than on a big long mat. Walk your hands up your thighs. We've got the other side to do, so let's go back again into a lean back and a press up. We're going to try and add a rotation this time. So lean back, stay in that slight lean, swoop your right arm down and turn toward the right, and then come forwards. Swoop the left arm down and turn toward the left, and forwards. Right arm, the little finger can cut through the air, and forwards. Left arm cutting through the air, and forwards. Both arms press back as you come up. You don't need to do many of those to feel them. Push the left arm back and land on your right hand. Left arm is trying to get a little bit higher than the left side of your waist. Look just ahead on the floor so the head doesn't fall. Square your shoulders and hips. Right leg straight. Push through the ball of the foot so the leg straightens more firmly. And just watch out that the right hip hasn't dropped. So level your right hip with your left hip. Then the leg lifts. Now we're in our buttock muscles. We'll pulse. 10, 9, arm and leg pushing up without disturbing the balance of your torso. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hand and knee to the floor. Inhale, lift your head, lift your bottom. Exhale, round. And then sit your bottom to your heels in a child's pose with your head resting on your hands so the wrists are straight and they get a little break. Take 2 or 3 deep breaths there. And another. Let's come come into a forearm plank. We've been working these up time-wise. Let's see if we can get a full minute. Go forwards onto your forearms. Reach both legs back, and if you need to take a lighter option, touch your knees to the floor. It's absolutely fine. The minute's started. Slight hugging in through the belly, tucking under through the bottom. Good. As you keep that, if you want to, the knees can come off the floor. Remember, you can go for full version. But if you need to rest, try not to just collapse down. See, if you need the rest, your knees can touch down first, and you can maybe try going for a little bit longer. We've got 30 seconds to go. Nice and easy. Oh, she says, I've got my knees on the floor. Try and get the knees up. Remember, everything is working together here. Yes, it's very much core, but every other part of your body, more or less, has got a little role to play in this. Great, last breath. Let's land on the floor and lie flat, resting your head on your hands. Bend your legs and sway your feet side to side so you get a little bit of release in the lower back. And then to centre, straighten your legs back out. Take your arms down by your side and let's do some of those arm movements that we had earlier. So pressing into the top of your feet, just like your legs can engage. And then we hug the belly in just enough that we feel a narrowing and engaging of our core muscles. Your legs engage because core muscles are also your buttock muscles, so it's not just like you're not just thinking of your tummy. Shoulders roll back and arms float up a bit higher than your back. Place them there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep your arms there. Get longer in your spine. Push further out through the top of your head and float a little way off your mat so that now your chest is lifted and your gaze has moved more toward the front line of your mat. Pulse your arms. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Being aware still of trying to keep narrowing the waist, air bubble under your belly button. And then float both legs off the floor so your thigh bones stretch down toward the toes. And pulse your arms. 10, 9, just the arms. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower everything. Place your hands by your chest and push back. Start off with child's pose, arms extended out wide and in front of you. Nice deep breath down into your back. Breathe into the back of your lungs. Then walk your arms narrow. Drop your elbows to the floor and make a prayer with your palms. Keep your elbows on the ground as you bend your arms, and that prayer comes to behind the back of your neck. Elbows can get a bit narrow and walk a bit further forward, so you're really snuggling your head between your arms. Sink your armpits further toward the ground. As you release your arms, come towards sitting, drop your bottom off to the side. So bottom goes one way and your legs go to the other side. If you just separate your legs so they're in mermaid position, that means that you've got one shin in front of you and one shin to the side of you. Lean over into your leaning side arm. And what can often happen here is when we lean over, we slump. So feel your collarbone pushing out to the shoulder pushing down into your hand, and then you'll get more openness and space there. Open your other arm, inhale, and then thread the arm under, rotating your chest as you turn. Inhale, open. Exhale, turn without collapsing into the left arm or shoulder. Inhale, open. Exhale, 3. Just a slight squeezing in at the belly. 2. 1. Inhale, open. Exhale, swing the legs around in front and come to middle. Lean over to your other arm and swing your legs to the other side. So sometimes it's good to do it, not wrong, but the way we don't want to do it, to slump, and then feel your collarbone pushing out to the shoulder and the shoulder pushing down through your arm, so your ribs will pull further away from your arm. Inhale, open. Exhale, thread. Inhale, open. Exhale, thread. 3. It's not going to feel the strongest Pilates exercise you've ever done, but as you probably all know, we can add strength through the way that we practice things. 1 more. Even the simple exercises can become more challenging the more advanced we get in our practice. Straighten your legs in front. And then if you're like me and you're offline on your mat, have your legs round in front of you. Arms in front, and we're going to roll slowly down to the floor, scooping your waist back, rolling your way down with control. When you are all the way down to the floor, land with your arms by your side, and then bend the legs in one at a time. So your feet are flat on the floor, and then take a moment to adjust your pelvis and your rib cage and your head to lie in neutral. Once you've got your neutral spine, then engage the neutral spine in that position. So zipping up the pelvic floor muscles, honing in the muscles around the rim of the pelvis and the rib cage so that they feel like they align with each other. Interlace your hands behind your head and let's start with some abdominal curls, inhaling. Exhale a small curl up, feeling long through the top of your head. Hands onto your thighs. Now exhale a higher curl up, but as you come up higher, your hands will slide further up the legs. Hug the belly down as your arms lift so that we don't fall back. Hands behind your head and lower. Inhale, touch down. Exhale, small lift. Inhale, hands on legs. Exhale, high lift. Inhale, arms in air. Exhale, hands behind your head as you go down. Inhale, rest down. Exhale, small lift. Inhale, hands to legs. Exhale, higher lift. Inhale, arms in air. Exhale, hands behind the head, going down. Inhale, touch down. Exhale, small lift. Inhale, hands to legs. Exhale, big lift. Inhale, arms in air. Exhale, hands behind the head. 1 more of those. Inhale, touch down. Exhale, small lift. Inhale, hands to legs. Exhale, bigger lift. Inhale, arms in the air. Exhale, hands behind your head. We're going to do half one this time. Inhale. Exhale, small lift. Inhale, hands to legs. And then take your right hand back behind your head again and the left hand to the outside of your right leg. And then we're going to pulse here. 10 little pulses. So the edge of your hand rubs the outside edge of your leg. 9, 8. Can we keep both knees steady and make sure your left hip doesn't come off the floor? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left hand behind your head. Right hand reaches across to the outside of the left leg. And we go 10. The outside edge of your hand, just almost like it's trying to cut a little groove in the outside edge of your leg. And the legs again stay steady. So that means the pelvis isn't moving. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down, both hands back behind your head again. Inhale. And exhale, bring your arms down by your side without adjusting, so you're still in neutral. Extend your right leg from the right knee and pause it there. So we get the feeling of the leg being extended, but the thigh bones being level. And can we hug in the lower ribs? So we want to feel like the lower abdominal muscles and the upper abdominal muscles kind of squeeze towards each other, keeping a level line down that midsection. Bend the leg so your foot comes back to the floor and then do the same with the left leg. Feeling the left leg's diagonal angle lands where its roots are, deep into your core. And then that foot to the floor. This time right leg into a knee fold, so knee directly above your hip. Then push it out until the knees and thighs are level. Then lower it down toward the ground without letting the upper and lower abdominal muscles separate. Lift your leg back up so your knees are level again. Bend the leg back in, 90 degrees. Return your foot to the floor. Left leg, knee fold. Leg extends so thighs, knees level. Leg lowers. Leg lifts, thighs, knees level. Bend in. Foot to floor. Right leg. Knee fold. Extend. Lower. Lift. Knee fold. Foot to floor. Left. Knee fold. Extend. Lower. Lift. Knee fold. One more each side. Right. Extend. Lower. Lift. Bend. Foot to floor. Left knee fold. Extend. There's no movement going on in the pelvis as your leg makes these movements. And then half of that with the right leg. Knee fold. Extend. As the leg lowers, keep it down in that lowering position, about a foot off the ground. Lift your head, your shoulders, and float your arms for what's a bit like the 100. I want your right hand to come underneath your right buttock. Rotate the right leg so it turns outwards, the knee turns out, the toes turn out, and engage your right buttock muscle. Feel the right leg engaging into the buttocks. Hips are still level. 5 breaths here. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 more breaths. Just trying to peel the upper back and shoulder blades off the floor. 1 more breath. Bend the knee in, head to the floor, give it a little squeeze and return your right foot to the ground. You're in neutral pelvis still. Left knee to a knee fold. Left leg extends. Left leg lowers down. And then lift your head and shoulders. Arms float. Left hand around the left buttocks. Rotate the leg outwards and feel your buttock muscles engaging. Hips are level. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. You should see the right knee is pointing up. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more breaths. 1. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring the knee into your chest, your head to the floor. And return that foot to the floor. Position your feet ready for shoulder bridge so the feet will come in a little bit closer to your bottom. Arms long by your side. Inhale. Exhale, press into your feet, peel the tailbone up and roll your spine up. Keep lengthening your buttocks under toward the back of the knees. Inhale. Exhale, roll back down through your spine. Inhale, land. Exhale, roll up. You want to feel each notch of your spine. Just getting to a straight line from the ribs to the knees, and then roll your way back down. Inhale as you land. 1 more like that. Exhale, roll up. Inhale, there's a reaching out through the knees. Exhale, rolling your way back down. Inhale as you land. Roll up this time, stay up, and we're going to try and do that leg movement in our bridge pose. So press into your arms more for stabilization, but not to lift the chest higher. Yeah, so we're just stabilizing, ribs lay flat and thighs steady. As you bend the right knee into a knee fold, extend so your thighs and knees are level, lower the leg to about hip height, lift knees and thighs level, bend. 2 more with the right leg, extend, lower, lift, bend, extend, lower, lift, bend and return your foot to the floor. Engage the right leg so your buttocks feel like they're tucking under toward the back of the right knee. Left leg lift, single knee fold. Extend your left leg, knees level, then lower the left leg to hip height, lift back to knees level, bend back in. Extend, lower, lift, bend again, extend, lower, lift, bend, return your foot to the floor, roll your spine down. Right ankle onto left knee, hands behind the back of the left thigh, and use your right elbow inside the right thigh to press it wide if it's touching. The head might fall back, so snuggle your chin down and try and keep your back nice and wide on the floor. The left foot could do a couple of little circles here. Go the other way. left foot down, right leg in the air, and then just let it kind of press back slightly. So you're doing a no hands stretch in the back of the leg. And then release your foot to the floor. Left ankle crossing. Bring the right leg in, hands behind the back of the right thigh, left elbow pressing on the inside of the left thigh. Your back wide on the mat. And then when your right foot goes down, left leg up in the air, and again, a no hands stretch, just feel the leg pressing back into its own stretch. And then return your foot to the floor. Okay, we're going to try and finish off with the 150, which is like the 100, but with 50 more. We've got 3 stages, so we're doing in a 50, a 50, a 50. You might do all 3 stages in the first version, or you might do the first version, then the second version, and not the third. So the third one will be the hardest one. Neutral pelvis, inhale. Exhale, right leg to a knee fold, pause, inhale. Exhale, left leg to a knee fold. You're in a double knee fold now. Inhale. Exhale, nod the chin, peel up the back into the 100 position. In 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 more breaths. Keep the head steady while the arms move. 2, 1. Now the second set of 50, if you want to, you can try and straighten your legs out, turn them both thighs outwards. 4 more breaths. Your buttock muscles engage as the knees turn out, the heels touch together. 3, 2, and the legs can extend to that level they were when your legs were extending from the knees. Okay, and you can stay last 50 here. They can go down a bit further, so they're about level with your chest. In 2, 3, 4, 5. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hug your belly in and back. We don't want to find that the back arches. If that's happening, you need to bring your legs back up to one of the earlier versions. Make sure the back of the legs are engaged too. And I think we're coming to the last breath. Then relax down, or if your legs were bent, hug the knees in. Bend both legs so your feet are wide on the mat, and take your arms out wide. Rest your knees together to begin with. Then let both knees fall to the right, so you turn onto the right edges of your feet and turn your gaze toward the left. Center, knees fall to the left, gaze to the right, turning onto the edges of your feet. Then you come back into center and bring your knees to your hands, one hand on each knee, and circle them open and closed. Other way. And we'll finish with a restful position. If you want to go back to that knock-kneed position, that's fine. Otherwise, straighten your arms and legs, turn the palms up. Make any adjustments you need to make, then become still. Feel not just your nose breathing or your lungs breathing. Try and feel your whole body breathing. And if you're aware of your whole body breathing and you can really feel and tune into your whole body breathing, then your mind is breathing as well. As you watch your body breathe, your mind is participating. Just like we can't see our breath, we can't see our mind with the naked eye, but we're aware of them and they work together. The state of your breath is often a representation of the state of your mind. And the state of your mind can be visible through the flow of your breath. So let them work together into a peaceful, calming state. Wriggle your fingers and your toes, and then slide your feet in flat. Tilt the pelvis back and forwards a few times just to loosen off the hips, the lower back. And then make your way to sitting. Thank you all so much. Wonderful, well done. Before anyone gets themselves on the screen, let me hit stop on the recording.